Hello and welcome to Tech Junkie. Today I'm doing a long-term review of the Dell Inspiron 3501, a device aimed at students and professionals. In this review, I'll try to cover each and every aspects of the laptop including design, physical overview, performance, price, etc. Let's start with the design and build quality. The laptop looks sleek and modern, but there is nothing over the top. The chassis is made from plastic. Honestly speaking, the material doesn't look that premium, but it has no noticeable flex or creaks, therefore it can withstand daily use. The overall build quality is solid. Speaking of the physical overview of the laptop, there's a Dell logo on the top of the lid at the center. Front side of the laptop is bare minimal with no LED indicators, not even knobs for opening of the lid. On the front side, it has charging port followed by Type-C, full-size HDMI, Ethernet port, 2 USB Type-A. On the right side of the laptop, it has SD card slot, USB Type-A, Kensington lock. Backside of the laptop has vent for hot air. At the bottom, there is 4 rubberized feet which serves 2 functionalities. One is for providing solid grip on the surface where it is kept. Another is for letting in air to enter through the intake vent. The laptop is openable with one hand if you go gently enough. After opening of the lid, you will see fairly big trackpad that supports multi-touch and all the Windows gestures. Above it is a spill-resistant keyboard which has slim profile with very little key travel as expected, but it is comfortable to type on. There is not much of a flex in the keyboard. One thing to keep in mind is that the keyboard is not user replaceable. It isn't the separate part from the chassis, therefore it is only replaceable by a technician. Talking about a screen, it has 15.6-inch Full HD IPS panel with comfortable viewing angles and a good contrast ratio. Other than that, it has modest color coverage, 50% of sRGB, and hence it cannot be used for color-intensive tasks like photo editing, graphics processing, etc. The panel has max brightness of only 220 nits, which is low for outdoor usage. There is not much of a hinge wobble and also very little flex, not where squeaking or creaking sound is noticed. Now moving on to performance side of things, the laptop consists of Intel 11 Gen i7 processor paired with 8GB of RAM, but it is upgradable to 64GB. In the GPU department, it consists of NVIDIA MX 330 graphics card with 2GB of dedicated memory that performs far more better than the integrated one. It is good enough for some light gaming and video editing up to 1080p. Let's test the real-time booting of the computer after using it for almost 3 years. Gaming on this guy is okay. You get around 100 FPS in CSGO at Full HD resolution. Since it is not a gaming machine, the cooling isn't that great. Hence, the temperatures are a bit on the higher side, but it doesn't drop the performance much either due to high temperature. It has 2 bottom-firing speakers on either side. The sound isn't that great. I feel the bass is lacking here. Have a listen. In the upgradability department, it gives decent options. Inside you will find space to add 2.5-inch SATA SSD and single M.2 SSD slot and a vacant space for RAM. The 42 Wh battery juices the laptop comfortably up to 5 to 7 hours of screen on time depending on what type of task you are performing on the laptop. Talking about the price, it was priced in US around $700 when it was launched, but the price has been dropped now by a healthy margin and it is priced in Nepal at Rs 1,14,000. Wrapping up this review, the conclusion I'd like to give you is that the Dell has played safe side in design front, therefore it won't grab any attention. The device is capable of handling any day-to-day tasks that you throw at it. It has decent quality display and enduring battery, but it could have been priced a bit low. For this price, Dell could have chosen better quality build material. Finally, if you are looking for a laptop that is decent in video editing, little gaming, and long-lasting battery, you can still go for this laptop at drop price. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you in the next video.